In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, hello, hello. Of course, I am not shining. She will be on shortly. Her computer it did some type of download. As she was logging on, it required her to download. So we are waiting for her to come in. So guys, just hang tight, hang tight. She will be here. Um, if y'all would, while we're waiting on her. Um, if y'all would just take a moment to share this out with someone in your circle of influence, never know what the next person may be in need of. I'm sure Shannon has some. I'm sure she has something for us tonight. She never disappoints. I tell you, she always come with some knowledge. When I tell you, she is definitely about her business. She's about her business, and that's why the name of her show is Bad to Business. Because she's definitely doing her thing. So hopefully she will be able to get on shortly. Hopefully she'll be able to get on shortly. For those that do not know, we have launched a all male podcast. They air at 7 o'clock Sunday through Friday. We are currently looking for hosts. We are currently looking for hosts. So if you are a king out there and you're looking for an opportunity to showcase your brand, to share that message around the world, this is definitely an opportunity for you to connect with them kings of the airways. We keeping it simple. We keeping it simple. Y'all, we just here to be that change that we desire to see in this world. And change starts and end with us, and we just want to be an outlet for that person that may have a story, that may have something that they want to, you know, chime in and leave their blueprint, because we all have something that we are supposed to be doing in this universe, and we all have a part to play. And I'm grateful for each one of these hosts that come on and utilize these platforms to not only to get their message out, but to allow other people to get their message out as well. So again, if I would take this opportunity to share this out with someone, because again, you never know what the next person may be in need of. I am going to go ahead and share this out with some of my platforms as well. I think I'm gonna go live. I think Shannon is in the building. So y'all, I'm gonna move on out the way and bring her up. Again, y'all, things like this happen. So you have to be prepared to keep moving and keep pressing. So I just thank God for the platform and for the opportunity. So here is your host for tonight. I'm out. I can hear you. I hear you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for holding it down for me. As usual, let me get my camera together. I did have a slow start up, but thank y'all for waiting on me. There we go. Thank y'all for waiting on me. Happy Friday. We're going to keep this moving. Keep this moving. Please come in and join me today. Welcome to Bad to Business. I am your host, Shynen Saffron. Come on in. Join me at the business table. I got some things to discuss today. Like I said, happy Friday. I, you know, had some obstacles today, as we all do and have on other days. Hello, hello, happy Friday. Um, but it wasn't a dreadful Friday, so I'm not here to complain. If anything, I'm gonna praise that I made it. For starters, I started my day with a flat tire. Um, so that's always exciting and fun, and you know, challenging enough to start your day with. And so, um, but it got done. And one of the things that I learned this morning by dealing with that is that, you can't control everything, and you can't get mad about things you can't control. So I'm usually one that'll blow a top, like a flat tire. I woke up feeling good this morning, and it almost feels like when you finally wake up feeling good on those mornings, and you slept well, you ready to go. Um, you got up, you didn't stub your toe, nothing. Everything kind of went smooth. You got up, you didn't feel tired, you were rested, and you get ready for your day, and then something stops you. As opposed to the days that you get up, you kind of sluggish, you might stub your toe. Um, your cat, your dog getting on your nerves, and you ain't ready for the day, but the day is ready for you. It's like welcoming you. Come on in, come sit down, come get ready for this type of day. So yeah, that was my challenge this morning, and so like I said, I just learned how to just kind of tell myself, hey, what can you do? It was nothing I could do about that, but try to make some fast moves, get it done, so I could continue on with my day. And I have to say honestly, this is probably one of the first of few in a long time of days that I've been able to handle things like that and just been like shoulder shrugging. What I'm gonna do? So, but I made it through the day. It was a pretty good day. I'm not gonna dwell on that. So I am glad to be here with y'all. I'm glad for y'all to be here with me. Hi peoples, hi peoples. I see some of my peoples. Thank you for joining me. Um, just a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Again, I am your host for Bad to Business, and if you're anybody who knows me, like, love, share, all those good things. For those who don't know me, Bad to Business, B.A.D.D is an acronym for bringing all diverse discussions to business. We talk about different things on different levels, from politics to personal, and just try to get a different perspective. Try to see if some of the bad things that are going on in the world, or some of the bad feelings that we're having, whatever, what can we bring to business? Let's try to get a different perspective. And one thing that we all like to do is make money. So how can we flip it? How can we turn it into something? Not everything can be done in that manner, of course, but we try here, and we keep pushing, as Queen said. So but yes, so if there's ever anything y'all want to hear, or hear a topic about, please hit me up. And anything you want to talk about yourselves, hit me up. I'm working on, learning technology so I can get more interactive with the followers and with people who want to interact with me. As I keep being reminded, and as a wise person once told me, get with the times or get left behind. And I'm pretty, content with some times that settled for a minute. So I don't want to get left behind, but technology is taking off. So just give me a minute. I'm going to get acclimated. I'm going to get more involved with you all. I got to get more acclimated with me and doing the things that I need to do on a regular basis as well. So moving forward, I wanted to touch on something. My mentor is doing a 21-day challenge, visibility challenge. And I always, I'm so glad that she does those things. And I be wanting to show up, Queen. I be wanting to show up. Certain things hold me back, restrictions, time, sometimes lack of motivation. And I know that you understand all that, but, sometimes it happens. But there was day 8 that I wanted to touch on. And she talked about expert tips for walking in purpose, or walking in your purpose. And I wanted to speak about that. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to show up. But one of the things that I wanted to give out was, as I thought about it, was I really don't have any expert tips to give anybody else about how to walk in their purpose, right? But I can give a tip on a lesson and blessings that I've learned in my life. And one way that you can make sure that you're walking in your purpose and doing it correctly is, keyword authenticity. Um, Make sure that you're authentic with things. Make sure that you're putting your touch. There's very rarely that we're creating something new, right? I remember the expression, there's nothing new under the sun. But there are ways of being innovative, redoing things, remaking things, making things better. So you definitely want to put your authentic touch on things like that and walking in your purpose. Another thing she said was educate yourself. And that's a big thing, in another sense, remain teachable. Make sure that you're always learning new ways. Like I said, I'm trying to get with the time so I don't get left behind, because there's something new every day, and the world is making sure of that. I guess they kind of want to leave some people behind, um but you definitely want to remain teachable, learn from people who are doing things that you want to do, watch the company you keep, stuff like that. um but still be able to put your true essence and your own authentic twist on it, and that's not just changing your name. We all know the term plagiarism. We don't want none of that. But we can't always use the term copycat. We learn from each other. We grow from each other. We build from each other, with each other, stuff like that. So um, those were two things that I did want to be able to say that were tips that I wanted to give for walking in your own personal purposes. Be authentic and remain teachable. Okay, we're gonna be in a forever changing world at this point, and now it seems as though technology and AI wants to teach us how to do stuff. I mean, it is helping. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's helping some people. I understand that it's doing some things that cut down on time. And one thing that we need and we will pay for is convenience. But there is something about being authentic. There is something about making sure that it has your touch. A lot of people I hear say, well, it is my words. True, but if the AI changes it, then can I still feel you? But I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. Just saying, get with the times or get left behind, right? So moving on. I was talking to someone about. I'm getting ready to start going back to the gym. So I was talking to someone about this journey, and she was like, why don't we record the journey? And I was like, okay. And I guess the look on my face, she's like, never mind. But no, um, what the first thing that came to mind was, and I told her, I said, the thing about documenting a journey or being on a journey is being consistent, especially, I guess, like on a gym journey, on a weight loss, weight gain, muscle gaining, whatever journey, you have to be consistent. And some things I fight with that. I can start a lot of things and finish nothing. So I'm working on that. But even when I said that out loud to her, I thought about, you know, am I saying that I can't do that? And I kind of put myself outside of myself. I said, well, Shynen, you got to look at it like this. What if it was somebody else watching your life, watching your journey? They don't want to see you start, in that first month, and then you kind of fall off or whatever. And then the next time you follow up, you're kind of just getting back on it. Like, it's consistency. You got to stay consistent. You got to be persistent. So on any journey you're on, just make sure that you're staying consistent. Make sure that, you know, you want to see what you would want somebody else to see, or just make sure that you are the change you want to see. As Queen says to us all the time, be the change that you want to see. Make sure that you are modeling your inner self, if that's the case. Make sure that it's showing on the outside. So, hello everybody. I just wanted to kind of touch on that. And you know, one of the things that I'm keeping note on, and it's something that I'm keeping a little note so I can make sure that I keep seeing it and repeating it to myself, is imagine you watching you. How would you feel? Even from your own perspective, imagine you watching you. I was telling a friend of mine that, I have some down days and I'm trying to get out of stuff and, just have better days and stuff like that. And one day I came to me, the version that was tired of the current version of me. And I said, I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I just, I'm bored here. I almost hate it here. And that's, the inner me talking to the outer me. I'm bored. You know, what else can we do? So again, imagine you watching you. What do you want to see from you? What kind of consistent journey? Start a journey just so that you can be consistent. I have a new accountability buddy. She knows that I want to read more. So she make sure in the mornings or in text messages, and she knows I slip off again, working on consistency. But she is holding me accountable for the things that I said I wanted to see in myself. You know, again, support those who support you, love those who love you, show up for those who show up for you. Because there are some people in my circle, in my small dot of a circle, that remind me that I remind them of how much better I want to be, how I want to be a better person, how I want to do better, whether I'm doing it or not. So they hold me accountable for just being a better person. It's not them forcing it on me. It's them saying, hey, didn't you want to see this in you? I remember you saying you wanted to see this. And I mean, I guess the more I talk about it, the more they want to see it too. So hold yourself accountable. Imagine you watching you. Do good, okay? Um, I got some episodes coming up. I'm really excited about them. Like I said, I'm starting to have more guests, and I'm realizing that that's making me a little more comfortable with the scene and with technology and with the camera. So that's cool. I have an episode coming up about a therapy session. I don't know if you guys have caught the last episode, but it's basically going to be a panel of different point of views. Someone who's been going to therapy, somebody who's just different point of views. I don't want to really break it down right now. If you follow me, you'll see it. I'll start to do little things coming up about it, and I'll give you guys a chance to connect with me. Like I said, interact with me. Reach out to me if you'd like to be on the show, or if you'd like to call in. I'm working on some technology for that, for you guys to be able to call in and talk to me. But that's going to be a really good one. It definitely gives different point of views from different people, different walks of life that are, you know, that have something to do with therapy. I don't want to give too much up about it, but it is really going to be good. So y'all keep following me for that. That's that therapy session. I have another one where I am working on. So I've noticed that my crew, we do a lot of interviews. I mean, y'all want to be interviewed, you need to reach out. But I watch a lot of interviews between interviewing authors and, just we do so much. I can tell you from here to there, right? A to Z. And one thing I want to see more of is the male perspective um, of conversations about, anything we have. I don't know if the males are hiding. I don't know what's going on. We don't think that you're completely dumb. We do like a difference of opinion. Don't hide. We know that women have a lot to say, and us women will show up for an interview in a minute. We'll have a lot to say. We'll be ready. Like I said, I have seen some men interviews, and they have been really good. I really love to hear a male's perspective, especially our interviewers. They know how to interview. They know how to ask those questions, and they know how to pick your brain. So I am working on some episodes that have some men point of views on some different tiers, different walks of life. So I'm really excited about that, just because I feel like, you know, uh, testosterone and estrogen conversations, are different, very different. So, and being a podcast host of diverse conversations, the diverse discussions. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. I definitely want to continue a platform of doing stuff like that. So, like I said, I'll continue to keep you guys updated, because I want you to reach out to me. Let me know if you want to be a guest, or if you want to just talk about it. You want to bring up something. I want to make sure that I'm paying attention, making sure that, hello, everybody, making sure that I'm engaging more, because it's really about to be a good rest of the summer. Let's see. I got an entrepreneurship panel coming up, episode with a panel of entrepreneurs. That's really exciting for me. Again, all different walks of life. The way that I'm going to do this is going to be kind of tricky. It's almost like, can't remember that show where, you're dating behind a panel. You got the one person, they got all the people behind the panel and stuff, and so you don't know who you're going to pick, like a limit date or something like that. But something like that. It basically just surrounds that. I feel like everybody on that episode, on and off, will learn something from each other. So I'm really excited about putting that together. It's going to be some special people on there, so make sure you follow me. Get with that, get on that, or get with it, or just watch us do it. Um, Something else that I'm working on. So I'm working on this mini series. I'm working on something that I think is going to help me with just reaching out. Like I said, I really am kind of like a quiet, isolated person. Couldn't tell if you get me started. If you know me, to know me is to love me. If you get me started, it's hard to get me to stop, right? But um, but I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper into who I am, not just what I think. And that's kind of hard for me. Like I said, to know me is to love me, but the people who know me know that that's going to be kind of new. I hope that y'all are paying attention too, so y'all know that I'm getting ready to do something that I've never done before. Working with the Queen and these different um, divas of the airways. You queens are remarkable, and the things that you do, your resilience, it's really, it may not have hit me at first, but being able to watch you and watch how you guys just can continue to move and fight through obstacles. We talk a lot, we get in our chats, and I see that these women are, like I said, resilient is the word, phenomenal, resilient women. So I thank y'all for being in position, and you keep on moving, and you keep on showing young women like me, younger women like me, that life goes on. So I'm working on something like that. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I just want y'all to stay tuned. Like I said, reach out to me. I will put out some things where you can connect with me. You can reach me on Facebook at Shynen.Saffron. You can reach me on Instagram at Shynen_for me. And you can reach me on TikTok at Shynen247 underscore. Okay, so I want you guys to reach out to me. Again, I'm working on some type of connection where you can call in and be a part of the show if that's something that you desire to do. If you hear something that you want to touch on, I welcome that. Different perspective is always welcome to the business table, right? That's how we bring some business to the diverse discussions. So we don't want to get too heated, but there's always something outside the box. So I definitely am looking forward to that. Just continue to follow me, follow all the hosts, follow what we're doing. There's a lot of things going on. Queen, she doesn't stop. She's always into something. She's always pulling us into something, promoting us, encouraging us to do different things. So I know as long as she keeps reaching for higher, so will we. So keep following us. We got some new hosts. I cannot wait to meet y'all. I understand we got Miss Gwen Smalls. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the family, I should say. She does When the Bow Breaks, where she talks about politics and law enforcement accountability. I love talking about stuff like that, as long as we ain't getting banned because we can't say certain things. I'm still learning terminology like unalive and stuff like that. It's another reason why I don't really get on a lot, because I don't want to be banned talking about the wrong thing or saying the wrong things either. Again, I'm still learning what words to say. So, but she talks about law enforcement accountability, and she has stories about justice and reform. So those are definitely diverse discussions. And Miss Gwen Smalls, I can't wait to get you on the show or get you on a discussion that we can, you know, feed off of each other with. So that's exciting. Can't wait to meet you. Also want to welcome Mr. Zach Williams. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the family. He does a show called The Royal Mike. He is the first king of the airways. Welcome to your own platform, to your own tier. So welcome to being the first. Congrats on that. Stepping out and doing something different. Hopefully that there are some other men that are following your footsteps and support you on that side, like the women support me and we support each other on this side. But on the flip side to that, we support you too. So can't wait to talk to you. I was able to catch your show. His show is on, let me plug my girl, Gwen. Her shows are on the second and fourth Wednesday. Again, that's called When the Bow Breaks. So I didn't get to catch her show the first time, but I will be trying to get on there. So, but yeah, so Zach Williams, he does the Royal Mike. And one thing I caught him talking about was how he has created like an open space. I hear that a lot. We hear that a lot nowadays. You do want that nobody really has too much of a strong opinion on, but an open space to just, be you on all tiers. And I like what he's talking about. So Zach, I can't wait to interview you or, get on a show with you and talk about some stuff. If you got an open space like I do. So the Royal Mike and When the Bow Breaks, y'all need to check those out. Those are the new podcast hosts. Like I said, just keep following us, and Just make sure that you staying consistent. If nothing else, stay consistent with us. We're going to keep you on the roll. So, again, I'm just going to bring this to a close. Happy Friday to everybody. Please, please, please have a safe weekend. And check us out during the weekends too. I think Queen is off on Saturday, but she ain't off on no other day. She says she's off on Saturdays, but I've never seen her take a day off. So feel free to reach out to us. Again, let me go ahead and plug myself. You can reach me on Facebook at Shynen.Saffron. You can reach me on Instagram at Shynen_for me. And you can reach me on TikTok at Shynen247_. So you can catch this on a replay. Also, click on the link we have. If you're following us, you're going to see that link. Click on Linktree. You can follow all the schedules, all the hosts. You can find out when we're doing different events, stuff like that. The summer has not come to an end yet. So, Queen, I can't wait to see what we got going on, what we can bring to the people, what we can bring to our community, because, that's what we do. And like I said, y'all just keep following up with me. I can't wait to see y'all. Can't wait for y'all to see me. So I want y'all to have a good night. I am Shynen Saffron. Thank you for joining me on Bad to Business. Love y'all. Have a good weekend.